What's up everybody, Brick Sanchez here today with another update on our Lego Hogwarts area. As you can see, I've been working on the Rockwork a little bit on the front side here. So we got almost the entire supporting cliff put in place already now. So as you can see, we got the Great Hall being supported by it, and then we have the Great Staircase Tower in the back there as well. So this will be the final position of the Great Hall and the tower, and then I can start on some other stuff. So let's have a closer look. Alright, as you can see from this side, we've started on the left side there with a little opening for the train, which will eventually have to come to all the way to this table here. Then you can see the big cave for the Chamber of Secrets. And then we have a big gap out there that will be for the Mirror of Aries chamber, which will have its own cave, which can slide out for some easy access and stuff. And some other stuff I did was put back like the Forbidden Forest and the Hogsmeade section there, but it's still looking very empty at the moment. So, alright, starting on the left side here, on the top we got Hagrid's hut, which is placed. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it that way, but I think this looks pretty cool like that. And then we have some trees out here in the back there, and then out here on the left side underneath here we got this little tunnel. This can open up for to allow the train to come through. Then I've used this little phoenix statue actually, that was the prototype for my Dumbledore's office, or the stairway to the office. Now I've used it down here, but I would love to change this up with like a statue of a hog or something. And right next to that tunnel we have this little cave for one of those wolves from the Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit series. So very cool. I just wanted to include a little bit of life in there as well, not just make it just some rock work and stuff. Alright, and then we have one of the two main caves here, which will have the Chamber of Secrets, or it has the Chamber of Secrets here. Now this is a pretty special one because it has the train track as well. As you can see, we got the train which will eventually drive past this here, like this. And then as you can see, we got the Chamber of Secrets here, which can slide out like this. Just pretty awesome for some access. Now I'm still remodeling this one actually. I had to make it a bit lower. I'm also kind of hoping to get the mechanisms to run a bit smoother, and that I can just run them from in here without having that handle in the way or anything. So, and then for the rest we still have to close up this rockwork here and then make some type of tunnel around the train track, so you don't see the opening in here and stuff, you don't see the wood in there. So then on top of this cave I would love to have like a little cliff hanging out for the Whomping Willow here, so we can still use this hole, that we can put someone through that. Now he will probably fall down just on the track, so it's not really a tunnel to the Shrieking Shack, but either way that's the best I can do now with this layout. So yeah, those are the plans. So putting this on a bit of a cliff. And as you can see now, we got the open space there for this wing of the castle, which will come here. And then we can have the clock tower might be moved a bit to the right side, depending on how big everything will be. So then right next to the Chamber of Secrets cave, we have this cliff here with a little cave, which I'm going to show you guys now. Either way, so we got this cliff here, which is supporting the Great Hall. And I really wanted it to stick out like this out of the table, because it's sticking out like maybe 15 bricks or something, and I really wanted it to look like it could fall over anytime. So it looks like it's being held up by magic or something. That's also something that's in the description of Hogwarts, that it looks like it hasn't been made by humans, like it's been made with a magic touch. So I really wanted to have that. I will show you that from the other side as well. So yeah, I'm really digging that. As you can see now, what I like as well is that you get kind of like this rockwork continues on to this rockwork down here. In my version it's pretty square, but the instruction version, which I have from Rebrickable, which I have for sale there, this has been made a bit less square, but for me to adjust this now is very difficult with all of the lighting cables in it and stuff. So yeah, I'm still gonna hide this one as well. It's gonna come through the flooring, and then it's gonna be hidden by those rocks. And then up here we have Harry, who's chilling with Hedwig, and he's looking out over the city. And down here we got another small little cave with the Niffler in there with all of his loot. I really love that little animal, so I really wanted to include him. Alright, and then moving on next to it here, we have the very unfinished chamber of the Mirror of Aries set, or the Philosopher's Stone, whatever it's called. And as you can see, I've made this little section up until here. I've made it straight, and now this is gonna have to be the same here. Now I didn't have time yesterday to finish this off. I'm gonna do that tonight, hopefully. But so the plan is that this entire structure here, which will come with its own rock base and its own cave system, or a cave entrance, so that this will be able to slide out like this, so I can access the back as well, and access like, yeah, this little chamber and stuff. So yeah, this is pretty unfinished for now. Now this will click in here using some axle points and stuff. Now I will be using some of those cross axles, so it doesn't really click in it, but it's just in place. I'm going to show you that with this section here. Alright, and then we got this little section here, the final section down here, with the little sea monster here. I just put him there for fun, but either way, as some of you guys may have seen on my Instagram, my girlfriend actually did this entire part, but then I forgot to tell her about the cave that I really wanted to put in here. So yeah, then I had to do it all again, but she did a very good job actually for someone who doesn't really build a lot with Lego. So thanks for the positive reactions to that, I really appreciate that. But so as you can see, we got this little cave in here, and this in the back there will be the place where Dumbledore is looking for that Horcrux with Harry, and he's fighting off those zombie type of characters there and stuff. So this cave will also connect to the cave on the right side. I will show you that now. And this little section down here is probably the only modular section that I have in this entire rock facade here. I've seen a good friend of mine, NW Bricks or Northwest Bricks. Check him out on YouTube and on Instagram as well. He does some amazing rock facades and stuff, and he always makes it modular, which is very, very awesome. But in this situation, especially with the cliff, it was a bit difficult. Now, he probably could have pulled it off a bit better than me, but either way, so this section can just be pulled off like this. So it's just for some access behind there, even though we also have this one which will be able to slide out for some access. But as you can see, so the back side here is just red, and using some of these Technic axles, you can just slide them in there very easily. Now I do have to kind of attach something down here, so we avoid that little gap there. I'm not sure how that is, how it's created that gap, but either way, that was it for this section. Alright, so this is the little entrance to the cave. Now you can take a little boat in there, as they did in the movies, I believe. So, and this one on the left side is just so you can also view it from this side, because otherwise you would have to hang with your head like underneath here to see that all. But so yeah, now this one was actually the first cave, or the first type of rock facade that I've put in here, and I always wanted to make caves. Just to save up some bricks actually, but also because I wanted to put in some little seeds and stuff. I really enjoy that. Okay, so here's another little shot, as you can see, from the entire front side section of the platform here. Now I still really want to close this up as fast as possible, and then for the rest we still have a lot of work to do on the top here just to close that all up. But I really want to make that the priority, so that the building or the layout or the area here looks very nice already. So then I can start on the rockwork for like the right side here and that side in there and all of that stuff. So first of all, I want to do all of this in here. Alright, now I just wanted to get this shot of the cliff that is hanging off of the table, and the Great Hall, which is also hanging off even further off the table. And I really, really like this view actually. Now it looks like it's gonna fall over any second, but I do hope it does not. But either way, for all of you who have been subscribed to me for a long time, first of all, thank you for that. And you probably know that the Great Hall is a lot bigger than it was initially, so it wasn't really planned. I wasn't really planning on having it come over or sticking out of the table like that. But after redesigning the Great Hall a couple of times now, it has just gotten too large to fit on the platform itself. But I really do like it actually. Now the only downside is that I really have to watch out that I don't bump into it, because I'm a pretty heavy guy, and if I bump into it, probably the entire castle will fall down and break apart. So I do not want to ruin these cliffs. Now for the rest, we don't have too many changes on the castle itself or on the area here, except for that rockwork and the Hagrid's hut. Now I'm still thinking about making the Great Hall Tower just a bit more, a bit thicker, so a bit more fat actually, just because the other towers that I want to place in there already have to be like that size, so it's not really, it doesn't really scale, the scale isn't really that nice then, so I'm probably gonna make it a bit wider. But yeah, then I'm gonna start on some other stuff. As you can see, those are just the regular Lego official sets, and those have to be expanded a lot as well. Now I'm still, I still have to order a lot of bricks for that, and I'm not sure when I'm gonna start on all of that. So for now, I'm just gonna use what I have here and see how far we can get. And for the rest, we just have this little area here with the Hogsmeade and the Forbidden Forest, which is just pretty empty at the moment. I've just started putting out a couple of things now. I really love that scene with the car and with the Aragog there. So yeah, as you can see, there's some red peeking through there. I still have to cover that all up with greenery and stuff. So yeah, that will probably take some time as well. Alright, and then we have this view from the other side of the room. And I really love this view with the city and the castle in the back. But yeah, guys, that was it for today's update. Now be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And a thank you to everyone who is subscribed already. I really appreciate it, and I also appreciate all of the kind comments on Instagram and stuff. So yeah, you guys are awesome. Thanks a lot, and I will see you guys in the next video.